Let's jump into my Halloween Kills review. Alright, so this is my Halloween Kills review. I'm only going to talk about a few things that I've been thinking about, some stuff that really stuck, some stuff that I thought may have been cool, may have been a little wacky. Alright, right off the bat, this will include some spoilers. Alright, so I'll start off with the beginning. I thought the beginning was really cool. The backstory, the way they filmed it, the way they connected to the original Halloween, I thought they did a great job. It looked really good. It looked really convincing. And I'm kind of iffy on adding material to older movies, but it definitely worked in this. That is a really positive note. Yeah, the beginning was really cool. I liked the way that they made Michael Myers look. He looked just like he did in the original Halloween. I thought they pulled that off great. It really connected with the story. Jump into the next thing. It was brutal. It was definitely brutal. I mean, it's definitely violent. It's more bloody, but it is definitely entertaining in that aspect. So if that is something that you really want to watch, it's definitely gonna be for you. This really connects with the 2018 Halloween. So it basically starts off with the house on fire and Laurie Strode is headed to the hospital. But yeah, when he comes out of the house that's on fire, I thought it was captured really cool. Really see him go like in a rampage. I mean, it was definitely something that I felt like I haven't really seen him do. Maybe a little bit in the Rob Zombie films. So yeah, that was a really cool scene. I enjoyed it, definitely. Alright, one of the things I didn't like is they brought back the little boy, Tommy, from the original Halloween. He's in this one, and I don't know if they wanted us to connect with him, but I just definitely didn't feel that way. I just didn't like Tommy, like, at all. I kept feeling myself wanting to see what Michael Myers was doing more, because it was just so crazy what was going on. But Tommy was definitely not the person that I would want to defeat Michael Myers. Like, I know it sounds weird, but I felt like I'd rather have Michael Myers kill Tommy at this point. Even though, he was supposed to be, this little boy that was, complaining about the boogeyman back in the original. And I felt like they could have made him, a really likable character. They could have made him cooler because, we liked the little boy in the original one that Laurie Strode was babysitting. But for some reason in this one, he just didn't do it for me. Like, I just didn't really care what he was saying. It was kind of cheesy. I wouldn't say that it made me mad about the film. It's just one specific thing that I didn't really care for. But there were two really awesome, enjoyable characters that were only in it for a short amount of time. And that was Big John and Little John. They were living in Michael Myers' house, and when they showed it, I obviously knew that he would probably end up there at some point, there or the hospital eventually where Laurie Strode was, but I wasn't sure where he was going to be first, honestly. But yeah, Big John and Little John were awesome. I enjoyed those characters. It made up for, the Tommy issue with the mob and all that, which I'm going to go ahead and mention now. I did think the mob was a little cheesy. We've seen it before in other horror films. I haven't seen it in a Halloween film. So it was kind of interesting to see the town kind of go at each other about this and make bad decisions and face consequences. I won't dive too deep into it, but it got really crazy at the hospital, and there was some stuff that happened. And it was just, I just kept thinking, like, what is Michael Myers doing? Where is he at? I want to see what he's up to. And that's basically how I felt about the mob thing. It's fine that it was in there. It was a little bit different, and I'm perfectly fine with that. The other thing is the ending. I thought the ending was great. I thought it was like the perfect bridge to the next step to Halloween Ends. I thought it was just great. I mean, I don't think they could have done it any better. It was kind of the same thing with me and Tommy and Michael Myers. Like, I just kept rooting for Michael Myers because I just felt like Laurie Strode is the one to end this. It's Laurie Strode. It was her in the beginning. It's always been her. She's a badass. I think that is the only way we can get rid of Michael Myers, if we ever do. I'm definitely fine with Laurie Strode taking the back seat on this one. She's in it, and she is really good. I thought she was really good, but I feel like putting her kind of, you know, in the back seat, you know, the next film, we're going to get a new, fresh, interesting, awesome Laurie Strode. I really feel like there is a lot of character development in this, and people are just kind of missing it or something, because once Halloween Ends comes out, I just have a good feeling for Halloween Ends that it's going to be Michael Myers versus Laurie Strode, and it is going to be basically what everybody wanted out of this one. I think that might be the problem, but I definitely enjoyed it. I thought it was probably one of the more better ones. It's definitely at the top of my list. The soundtrack was a little bit different than the last one, and I actually liked it more than the last one. So, and that includes the soundtrack and the movie. Like, I would watch this one over again, more likely than the other movie. Alright, so let me know what you think. I loved it. It is at the top of my list for a Halloween movie, for the franchise. It's not the best, but it is definitely up there. It's better than the 2018 version. I think even people that might not enjoy it as much still should experience it, see it. That way when Halloween Ends comes out, you're ready, and maybe it'll change your mind. Maybe not. That's fine. But let me know what you think. Just comment, like, dislike. It's totally fine. Thanks for watching.